Now we are going to get into the area where J-Lo, who is a Leo, had 3 Leos. Okay? She had Chris Judd, Ben Affleck, and her current partnership where she's engaged to Alex Rodriguez. All of these are 3 male Leos in her life, and I'm going to get into each Leo and see what their partnership was like. And right now, I pulled the cards for Chris Judd and Jennifer Lopez. So let's dive into this reading here. Okay, so the first card to pop up with Chris Judd and Jennifer Lopez is the Two of Wands. This card signifies some sort of boredom, okay, some discontent, different pathways that you could take here, okay? Now, to me, it's showing up as Chris Judd really wanted to be that husband for J-Lo. He was showing up as the Emperor. The Emperor is a man that is confident. He's a father figure. He wants children. He wants to be faithful. The Emperor is really a good man, okay? He had a lot of obstacles being with J-Lo that he had to fight off. A lot of people made fun of him, similar to Casper Smart that she was with. And I can't remember if she met Chris Judd like on the set or in music, but he feels like he was sort of like the backup man. Like he never felt like he can show up for her. Like he had to be in her shadow or something, I'm getting. This relationship was a nightmare. It was a nightmare for both of them, okay? She wanted more, okay? Not that he couldn't give it, but he just couldn't give more in the relationship that she wanted, okay? At this time, she's at a higher status. He's more or less behind her. They're both Leos. So, you know, Leos go at odds against each other. My mother and father were both Leos, both Leo sun signs, both fire signs, okay? This was an absolute nightmare. It wasn't paradise here, okay? J-Lo felt that this relationship was very robotic. Now, 2 different decks here. I can't make this up, people. I can't, okay? The Two of Wands is boredom and discontent. And this relationship was robotic. Robotic is like, okay, it's like you have no passion. You have no excitement. You're just doing things regular, day to day. And that describes their sex life too, okay? In the beginning, he made her laugh, okay? You know, you Leos can be charming. You can make people laugh. You're funny, okay? There was playfulness. But after a while, it just got a little bit robotic, okay? It became too much for both of them. A lot of sleepless nights. A lot of sleeping alone, okay? In separate beds. Separation here. And I cannot make this up. 2 different decks. This says separated. So what I'm getting is that Chris Judd and Jennifer Lopez were married for 2 years, but I believe that they were separated after 1 year, and they were just trying to keep up the charade that they were still together, okay? So I don't know if you can look that up, find out. I did not do any research to find it out. I only looked up to see their sun sign, as well as like when they got married, okay? But I'm just getting that there was a separation between Chris Judd and J-Lo a long time ago before they even announced it, okay? She just was so unhappy. It's not that he was a bad guy. I'm not getting that. He really wanted to step up to the plate for Jennifer, but he was too generic. He was just a little robotic, no spice in this connection at all, okay? And they had an agreement here, okay? This says elusive, and on it, it says commitment, agreement, and decisions. They both were committed to keeping up this charade that, you know, they were still together. They didn't want to have to go against, you know, the media, They didn't even tell their closest friends and family about this. They kept this, low key, a secret. They didn't want anybody else to know about this. Then we have karma. Okay. This says alignment, destiny, and fated events. Okay. It was destined for Chris Judd and Jennifer Lopez to connect, to get married. Again, there was a lesson that she needed to learn. I feel like I'm being robotic and repeating the same thing, but she's so stubborn. I'm getting the pattern here that she's not getting the lessons. Okay, but at each stage of her life, the lessons got a little lighter. They weren't as heavy when she was younger, because this relationship was not toxic. Even though it was a nightmare because he felt like he could never live up to her expectation. He wanted to be that man for her. Faithful, honest, and reliable. That's what he was. There was no cheating in here. Okay? It's that old adage, like, maybe she was just used to toxic shit. I hate to say that. And the guy was good. But then again, you don't want to be with someone just because they're good. So let's get into the next reading here. Friends, now I'm going to get into the reading with Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez. You may wonder why I didn't read him last, because it's a current partnership. But once you get this reading, and you'll understand the method to my reasoning here. So let's get into the reading with the next Leo partnership. J-Lo is a sun sign Leo, and Alex Rodriguez is also a Leo. So two fire sign couples here. So I've already pulled the cards, so let's get into this reading here. Okay, so the first card that I got for A-Rod and J-Lo is healing. Okay, this relationship is a sign of healing. They've come together after broken partnerships, and they find solace and peace within each other, because the next card is solitude. This card doesn't mean going off in different directions. You stay on the couch and I go in my bedroom kind of thing. No, solitude is that they both find peace around each other. There's a sense of comfort, a sense of familiarity with each other. Notice two different decks. It says the Hermit, and then the Love Oracles deck says solitude. Okay, so they find peace with each other. They're able to communicate. They can talk. They have good conversation. There's a lot of similarity here, again, with the cultural background, where they grew up. This is a great looking couple. They look great together, but he sort of like is filling in a role here, because even though they look great together, I'm going to tell you folks, looks can be deceiving. People need to stop looking at celebrity couples as if they are the model couple. Okay, even these YouTubers online, there's a particular couple who looks so in love. Okay, there is a black YouTube couple, and she's an actress, and he has his own channel. I'll give you that if you want to, do like a search. And immediately watching, I know that it's not real. But so many people in the comment section think it's so great. Never wish for a connection because it looks good. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Same thing with J-Lo and A-Rod. A lot of people look at them like they're a great couple. Okay? But there is something missing with the 9 of Cups. They don't have 10 cups. No, honey. No. 10 cups means marriage, happiness, feeling complete. The 9 of Cups means there's something missing here. You don't feel complete. Okay? Now, when you look at this card, you see twin flame. Okay? You see reciprocity. You see a match here. Okay? This is not for A-Rod and J-Lo. Okay? This is J-Lo's twin flame. This signifies J-Lo's twin flame, but it's not A-Rod, and I will get into that later on. Someone is still holding on to something because they are missing, now you're going to get it, their twin flame. J-Lo, this is her energy. She's holding on to someone that she has from her past with the Six of Cups. That is the love of her life, and it ain't A-Rod, okay? I'm going to be grammatically incorrect here. It's not him, okay? This relationship leaves her unsatisfied, and it leaves him rejected, okay? She doesn't try to make him feel like that because, like I said, they communicate, okay? There's a sense of peace, but there's also a sense of emptiness, despondence, feeling a little sad. Because again, I said there's someone from J-Lo's past that is her twin flame, okay? Those of you who do not know what a twin flame is your one and only. Think of in the Bible, Adam and Eve, where Eve was, taken from Adam's rib. They are basically the same soul, but in different bodies. Twin flames are soulmates, your other half. You can be on the other end of the planet. If you have a twin flame, the universe will make it happen where you cross paths, okay? J-Lo has a twin flame, and she's empathic. She is psychic, and I'm not surprised. And she's an old soul. And she went through all these lessons to learn at an escalated rate. A lot of people like to say that J-Lo was like the Puerto Rican Elizabeth Taylor. I love Elizabeth Taylor. I'm a huge fan. Okay, Elizabeth is a Pisces like me. But it's not that she was all fast and loosey-goosey. It was that she signed up before reincarnation to fulfill these lessons. Okay, and I'm telling you that from my inner knowing. It's not coming from the cards. This is what I know through my psychic intuition, that J-Lo is psychic. She's clairvoyant. She's empathic. Wouldn't be surprised if she watches videos on YouTube. Hopefully she watched my channel here. But she has a twin flame. This happens to only old souls. And she's an old soul. Okay? She knows what she's doing. It's just that for reincarnation, when she was as in human form, it's like you forget, okay? But through spiritual awakening, with that judgment card that she had a few relationships ago, she's supposed to wake up, okay? And this relationship is here to help her heal, okay? She didn't choose her twin flame. I'll tell you that much. Okay. So the next question I asked Spirit is, will A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez get married? Okay. So the first card I got was the Eight of Pentacles. They're working hard to make this happen. Okay. They're both successful. They're both abundant. They both have children. They look like a Brady Bunch type of family. But then I got the Chariot, which is obstacles and challenges here, okay? There are going to be a lot of challenges. It's like with the Chariot card, there's really no wheels. It's like you're trying to pull these horses, but you're going nowhere. She's trying to make this relationship happen. She's trying to prove a point that she could have her fairy tale. She could have her Prince Charming, but he ain't it. Okay, and don't let me get into what he did to Cameron Diaz. And if you want that reading, please let me know. Comment below Cameron Diaz and A-Rod, and I can make that reading happen. So there's a lot of challenges and obstacles with making this marriage come to fruition here. And they've been engaged for quite a long time, like maybe a year or so. Okay. And it's weighing heavy on them with this Ten of Wands, okay? Weighing heavily on, I'm getting J-Lo. It's really weighing heavy on her because he's like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. He feels like, you know, once he got J-Lo, he won the Academy Award, okay? Which is good because she's talented, she's beautiful, she's successful, she's clairvoyant, she has a lot of wisdom, easygoing type of personality. All those rumors about her back in the day being a diva, I'm not getting that. When you are of the light, you threaten a lot of people, okay? And she's of the light here. And there is a lot of challenges in this relationship. So she has a heavy heart here because she's still holding on, okay, to something from the past with the Four of Pentacles, some relationship here, okay? So I'm not going to say I don't see them getting married because there is free will, but I do see that there are obstacles and challenges to make this marriage happen, okay? They're not immune to calling this off. Just like Taraji and the football player she was engaged to, they canceled their engagement. I would not be surprised if this happened, okay? So now we're going to get into the very last reading with the last Leo that J-Lo had a relationship with and she was engaged to, and that is Ben Affleck. So if you're interested in learning about that connection, then just keep on watching. Okay, fam, thank you for sticking it in until the end of the reading. If you would like me to do an additional reading on Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs, I will do that reading. Just let me know in the comment section below that you would like me to do that reading. I thought about doing the reading, but I'm a little bit exhausted with doing all these readings, a lot of energies here. But if you would like me to do a reading on Jennifer Lopez and P. Diddy, please comment in the comment section below. Okay, so let's dive into the reading with the last Leo partnership, which is Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, okay? So I've already shuffled the cards. I have a lot of cards here. The reason why I decided to read Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez last, even though that was a older partnership, is because I intuitively know that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are soulmates and they have a deep love for each other. And so let's get into this reading so that you can understand the kind of connection that Ben Affleck had and Jennifer Lopez, okay? So the first card that popped up is drama, okay? You can't make this up. The relationship between Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez was full of drama, okay? Everywhere they went, it was like paparazzi. During that time, people coined them the term Benifer. Everywhere they went, there was like people with a camera in their face. There was just so much drama. It was such a big deal. They were like the Hollywood it couple, okay? Now, even though they had all this drama on the outside, they also brought that into their relationship. So behind closed doors, all of that drama transcended into the relationship, okay? It seeped in like a leak in your house, okay? Where, you know, there's a hole in the roof and it's raining and the water drips down slowly. That's how this drama was. It was like slow poison for this couple. Okay, and it was never ending. It was the same thing over again. Here's that robotic card, but it's different. It's not like robotic where it was with Judd and J-Lo. This time where it's robotic with Ben Affleck and J-Lo is because of the drama. Okay, it was nonstop. It was like a robot spitting out the same things every day. Everywhere they turned, everywhere they looked, there was nothing but drama. Okay. But this relationship was destined to happen, okay? Because you have here synchronicity. The universe was at work to make this couple come together. They had a bond that was strong, okay? A great friendship, a great partnership, intimate. It was everything. He is her best friend. And I love that song that she wrote, Dear Ben, and we're going to go into that in a second, okay? She had a familiarity that was so strong with Ben Affleck, it was like deja vu, okay? It's not even like, it is, okay? Because they've been in love lifetime after lifetime. This is not new to her, okay? Let's take a look at the song, okay? I'm going to refer to my notes if I'm looking over. She says, "You're perfect. I just cannot control myself. I can't be with no one else." Because when you're with a twin flame, you don't want anyone else. You want your twin. You want your twin soulmate there, okay? "Seems I'm addicted to the way you like to touch me." Okay, it was a very passionate type of relationship. Okay, if you thought her first ex-husband, it was sexual, he had nothing on this connection with Ben and Jen. Okay, he had nothing. Okay, so she says, "Seems I'm addicted to the way you like to touch me. I don't think they understand why I love at your command." When she says they, she's talking about people that have all this drama surrounding the relationship. It's not even just the news. It was his family. It was her family. Okay, and I'll get more into that. "Why I love you at your command. From the words you speak so deep about it needs, I have to have you. I love you. You're perfect. A manifestation of my dreams." Because it's synchronicity. This is how she really feels, and this is what she's talking about. You make my body feel about a million different things. I thank God made you for me. A mix of passionate fidelities. Baby, you're so complete. I write this song to let you know that you will always be my lust, my love, my man, my child, my friend, and my king. Wow. Can't make this up. Okay? This card says friendship. That's how she feels about him. When she wrote this song, I remember singing this song over and over again. I loved it. This was my favorite song off her album, Dear Ben. I felt the love that she had for him then, and she still has it now. This is why I'm so excited to do this reading, because this is the one she loved. No other man will do for her. And no other woman is going to do for Ben Affleck. Okay, so she goes on to say, "I love you. You're perfect. A manifestation of my dreams. You make my body feel about a million different things. There's no way I'd leave you. It is not a reality. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a fantasy." She couldn't believe it. Okay, but the universe made them come together because it had to happen. There was a lot of mirroring going on in this relationship. They had to learn lessons, okay? Every relationship is about lessons. So there were a lot of triggers in this relationship. Twin flames trigger each other so that you can get rid of the fear-based energy. There was a lot of ego. Again, Ben Affleck is a Leo. And so is Jennifer Lopez. She's Leo. So they're both fire signs. They both have ego. They both had these careers. And there was a lot of triggering, a lot of mirroring back and forth. Okay, some arguing here. This relationship was unconventional. Okay, which means that, and J-Lo said this out of her own mouth before, not in these exact words, but Ben Affleck was like the Hollywood golden boy. And she was like Jenny from the block. So it was seen as like not a match for some people. And I get like his family, especially Ben Affleck's mother, perhaps, his parents, didn't really view J-Lo in the best light. Okay, she liked to wear the booty shorts. She liked to say, she was from the Bronx. She was hardcore. She did her music. They just really didn't see that for her, which is sad that people like to dictate relationships like that, because this was a couple who truly loved each other, but there was so much drama surrounding them that it was so stressful with the Nine of Swords. They were all in their heads about this relationship. And it was like, do you choose love or do you choose what looks good? she felt revived in this relationship, like a new beginning with Ben. He is her everything, okay? This next card says overtime, action, effort, exhaustion. They were working overtime to make this relationship work. He loved her too. Don't get it twisted. He still loves her, okay? It's like The Notebook. Like, I still love you after he was gone and came back for a few months. If you saw that movie, okay, he still loves her. That's why he had to go get him another Jennifer, okay? But there's only one Jenny from the block, and that's J-Lo, okay? This card says reunited. At one point, they did reunite. I feel like they talk. Maybe like behind the scenes, they reminisce, they go over like old times. I don't know if there is going to be a union, but just stay tuned in a few minutes and I'll talk about that, because I did ask Spirit, because when I saw this reunited card, I said, oh, I hope so, okay? I may be a little biased, but I'm not biased in the reading, but I really do hope that, you know, she gets the love that she desires and deserves, as well as he's had a hard time. And I do see that they are really in love and they are a spiritual couple. And I hope that they can have their union. If not in this life, perhaps maybe in the next lifetime. It says happily ever after, happiness, bliss, positive outlook. And they had that together. They still have it. They're friends. That's never going to die, okay? But when they separated, everything was shattered. It put her into a depression, and him too. This is why this man drinks, okay? He is an alcoholic, but he's not fulfilled. There's a void. He is not with his twin flame, and so he feels empty. This is what happens when you don't choose love. Okay, they both separated, went about their business. But if you notice the pattern with J-Lo, she married, she divorced, she gets with someone else. She's trying to fill the void, but she never will be able to fill the void of her soulmate. I can't make this up, folks. I might as well just throw in the cards, like I said earlier, okay, and be done. Okay, I don't even need these cards to know that Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are twin flames. Okay, they're higher than a regular general soulmate. I already knew. That's why I saved this relationship reading for last. Okay, remember I told you I was going to explain why I didn't talk about A-Rod first. If you saw in the A-Rod reading, you may want to rewind. I said that J-Lo was holding on to someone from her past. She is holding on to her soulmate. He is in her heart, and he's never going to go anywhere. And J-Lo is in Ben Affleck's heart as well. Okay? So it says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. You see? Okay, even if they're not together, they're with each other in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Notice how the card says manifest. And in her song, she says, you're a manifestation of my dreams. Wow, so beautiful. To close off the reading, I asked, will Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez reunite? And I got the Page of Swords, which tells me he watches her, which I'm not surprised. Like, she's a celebrity. He can watch her on TV. He can, watch her from afar. He's paying attention to what she's doing. He definitely is around the corner somehow, like on a social media. He's doing something. He's doing his work. Because again, this is a soulmate connection with the Temperance card. Okay. So I hope that you enjoyed these readings, so that you can explore Jennifer Lopez's relationship. And hopefully if you did have judgment about her, you should not judge others, but if you did, you can see her journey. We are all on a spiritual journey of enlightenment, and we often get that through our interpersonal relationships. At each stage that J-Lo was in, she had to learn different lessons, and the key thing is she had to learn self-worth and to value herself. The love of her life is Ben Affleck, and hopefully they will be able to reunite one day and choose love. A lot of people on the earthly plane are not choosing love, and instead they're staying in fear. Hopefully, if you find yourself in this situation, you can rise up above the fear, because the Bible says that perfect love drives out fear. As always, I'm sending you love and light. Thank you for listening to this reading, and bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this reading on Jennifer Lopez and the 3 Leos of her life. If you enjoyed this reading and you would like me to do more celebrity readings, then please subscribe to my channel. As always, I'm sending you love and light.